You said this cemetery would be loads of fun, and now it's obvious you were talking bollocks.
Perhaps you'd like it back with Mum. Anyway, how was I to know a cemetery would... Well, I'm not getting it. Have Livy here get it.
Who? Oh, right. What about it? We'd really be ever so grateful.
This is no ordinary book. It's the Normanomicon. It can summon the dead.
Well, that makes it sound so insidious. We don't want to do anything diabolical with the dead. We just want someone to have a chat with.
I can't believe you. Why couldn't you have thought of the book before we left? Ah, genius. Problem solved.
Now, the thing is, the book is in Millfields.
Our Mum's got it. She always said she'd take it to her grave.
Which she did.
You'll have that book over my dead body, she used to say.
Which was eerily prescient.
So all you have to do is dig it up.
Hello. There are new garments available. You can use these mannequins to store your current look in order to easily select it later. People do love a nice tattoo. Well, some people anyway. I suppose some would have to just by a law of averages. Those shorts would be right at home in a mercenary encampment. You know, the sort of place you might visit or massacre. Feel free to change the color of your clothes or hair using the dyes. That is, after all, what they are for.
Much better.
Haven't you ever needed a bit of help?
So, you're new to these parts, eh? I hope you enjoy your stay.
That always been there.
Hello. How's it going?
It's okay, I guess.
Everyone says how nice you are. And it's true.
I can help you find what you're looking for. Step one, pull your head out your ass. I was hoping you'd come round. I could use a good laugh. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate...
Oh, made me jump. You gave me quite a scare there.
Why make pies just
Bob will figure a way to get me out. He's a sharp one, that Bob. I'm sure Bob will think of something. He's a good friend. You'll never make me talk. I'm no rat.
Point of interest, even if it's not all that interesting.
Dad wanted me to work in the mill, but I said no.
That's a very nice look indeed, I must say.
mind if I copy?
Very fetching.
I like to think about puppies. About slowly crushing them. I think your weapon might be bent. Oh no, wait! That's you! Seeing you brings back memories of wanting my eyes gouged out.
Fancy a game of cards? Not that I have any cards.
Amazing sail on, did you see?
Ready
Do you
for a
mind if I
drink?
call you Robert? I've always fancied that one.
While my accomplices spent or gambled most of their earnings, I saved every gold coin I could to fulfill my burning ambition of exploring Albion one day and becoming a great adventurer, such as the ones whose stories I'd read in two-penny pamphlets and third-hand storybooks. More than anything, I wanted to meet heroes, though I knew their heyday had long passed and that the aging ruler of the kingdom was the last. It was the death of this ruler when I was 15 years of age that marked the beginning of a series of tragedies that were to befall my family. First, my eldest brother, Jason, was killed in a duel with an irate farmer, who also happened to be the husband of Jason's last sexual conquest. The duel was fought using pitchforks, and my brother, who had never done an honest day's work in his life, made the fatal mistake of holding the farming tool the wrong way round. It was shortly after this incident that the second eldest, William, was arrested for trying to run a con game by the wrong person, a passing plainclothes towns guard. He was taken to Bowerstone and was never heard of again. Then, my third brother, Quentin, contrived to accumulate enough gambling debts to have a price put on his head. Quentin's death I remember most clearly of all, for I was unfortunate enough to witness it. When the assassins and bounty hunters came to collect his suddenly valuable head, I did what I could to protect him, but no matter how accurate the shots from my rifle, nothing could change the fact that I was shooting peas instead of bullets. I had not yet been able to afford a real weapon. It is no surprise that the next to go was my dear mother, grief-stricken by the loss of 3 of her children. She left my father a drunken widower, though drunk only when he could afford it, poverty having made his attempts to drown his sorrows all the harder. While I did what I could to help out in his shop, employing all my charm and wit to become a highly persuasive salesman, it was plain that there was never going to be much of a market for novelty toothbrushes in such a small village, and one which had made such a conscious effort to avoid any form of oral hygiene at that. Soon my father passed away too, far more sober than he would have liked. It was then that I resolved to leave Gunk for good, and to seek my fortunes and my adventures elsewhere in the kingdom of Albion.
King Logan is an evil tyrant. Monarchy, what is it good for? Never should the lives of the many be controlled by the will of one man. Or woman. Seen that. Doesn't work either. Anyway, what we need is a republic. In the past, I've called for democracy, but I was speaking to some people and they really opened my eyes to this republic thing. Rise up to overthrow the monstrous autocrat. In the meantime, appoint me as supreme ruler. I will faithfully oversee the transition from monarchy to republic, strictly on a temporary basis. Really, no, really, I mean it. You can trust me.
Watch out for sales!
Bowerstone,
You could get
best
through.
products.
What's your pleasure?
And the horse said no, because I've only got 3.
Whoa, look, a young lady. Make yourself useful, love, and get me a cup of tea. My favorite things are music and sunshine and love. And pain. It's the great hero looking for excitement. How
You
about
look rather
you come sit
faint.
on my big pointy hat? I can't decide whether I like your looks or your personality better. It's like comparing mud to suet.
Your reputation precedes you. You're decent.
King Logan's greed knows no bounds. How cruelly does he fleece our citizens of their hard-won coin through his onerous and unjust taxes? And how cruelly does his lick-spittle lackey, that rapacious dog Reaver, harshly...
lot of problems in the world. Going to take one big, strong man to fix them. I ain't lost, milady. I can direct you to the nearest kitchen.
Spending all the years of your young life on a small farm in a backwater county has made you restless. Who knows what flight of fancy or idle daydream first sparked your desire for adventure? But once ignited, the flames of wanderlust could not be extinguished, not even by the water of looking at things in more realistic terms, and perhaps considering a career in excavation. Your parents tried to reason with you, but the protests of the old ring hollow in the ears of a strong-willed young farm boy or girl like you. And so now you stand at a crossroads. It's a nice one, with newly painted signs and a bench. If you want to head east towards the ominous ruin, turn to page 2. To go west towards the ancient forest, turn to page 4. To head north towards the snow-covered mountains, turn to page 156. If you want to go south, which is back home, read this page again.
Doing to my... Oh no, the book! Watch out! Oh, nicely done! Mind the roses, they were just watered! Oh, you really clobbered that fellow! Thought he had you. That one didn't give you much trouble. Well done. Just mind the headstones. Good show!
sorted out those hollow men with no trouble at all.
Perhaps you should keep that book. With your skills, it will be safer with you than in my grave. And it's a bit uncomfortable, frankly. Well, I suppose I'll get back in then. If you see my sons, tell them they'd better be back here by supper if they know what's good for them.
Such elegance!
Do you do home deliveries? As if I wasn't depressed enough. Ah! You trying to scare me?
Oh, just realised I'm running late. See you later! Pretty easy on the eyes. I am unworthy of your generosity, yet still I'm compelled to ask.
You're new.
magician I know a ton
That's
of
lovely,
skills.
thanks.
He's mine.
Always happy to help.
What should we do?
Be bold. We'll just open to our...
What if the page we open to is just the continuation of the previous page?
All right, if that happens, we'll flip back until we find the beginning of the section, but we'll do it boldly. Did you find the book in Mum's grave?
Which was early, and which we drove her to?
We've got it! Now, let's see what's in here. Ghost pantry. Must be where the snacks are kept. Ghost pants. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, maybe a bit too interesting, at least to start with. What else?
Ghost party. Brilliant.
Right, let's have that then.
Now then. Necrus, Risius, Cordroy.
Hey, this is fantastic. Thank you. I reckon this is the wildest party I've ever been to. Although you could count the parties I've been to on one hand, and that hand would have 4 of its fingers cut off. So, what did you die of then, love?
All these ghosts seem to be enjoying their drinks. Maybe I'll have one.
Welcome to the sanctuary.